This is a small city, but it's a very productive city.
College Park was the Buckhead of Atlanta from 1890 to 1930. This was the focus point where everybody wealthy lived. South Metro and the city of College Park specifically has had a real blessing in that over the last 25 years we've been able to recover our lands here. And right now, smart development and smart growth for these hundreds of acres of land that sits right adjacent to our downtown is so unbelievable. We have the busiest airport in the world. We can attract a level of business to our community with smart development that no one else can do. The time for College Park to really excel is now. We have a lot of underserved people. We have a lot of overlooked people we need to serve and work with. But we also need to attract the right level of economic growth into our community to truly make a difference for the next decades and the next generations.
The city has a lot of potential, and when we get the proper leadership in place, I really believe that this city can really thrive.
My name is Jamelle McKenzie, and I am a candidate for City Council in the City of College Park.
You said you have what going on?
Okay, so we've got some folks coming over here today, and we're just going to kind of go over some strategy things.
My name is Jeffrey McKenzie. I'm the husband of Jamelle McKenzie.
And then tomorrow, Linda wants us to meet her over at the Corner Grill. She just kind of wants to go over some things with us.
What time is that?
About 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
So we just back each other up, let each other know what's going on. And I'm not as vocal as she is about letting things, because there's some things we've done. She goes, "Why did you tell me y'all were doing that?" And I'm getting better.
You're taking up all these extra trips right now. So.
I'm not going to be flying, but
You got some things to do?
Housework to do.
Okay, and that's why I said 4 o'clock.
We actually met at her church. I also play keyboard and, church musician. And so I was filling in for her musician from time to time. And that's how we met, and just the relationship just went from there.
The campaign, they're doing some little meet and greets for us. So it'll be one on Wednesday evening and one on Friday.
One on Wednesday, one. And they're on the calendar in our room.
It's on the calendar in our room. Don't look at me like that. You know that I schedule those things based on you being here. So I'm excited because of the possibilities that I see and the vision that I have of where this city is going to go.
It definitely comes from her upbringing. She has a wonderful family. Her parents are just amazing.
My parents were born during the Great Depression. My father, when he got into dental school, he was scorned. He was told that he wasn't going to make it, that he was stupid, that he was inferior. But he refused to listen to those voices. And he graduated at the top of his class in New York University Dental School. It was real, it was difficult, it was challenging, but I never saw them ever want to give up. I never saw my parents talk bad about anybody or have a negative attitude. It was just always, we're going to win. We're going to make it. And my dad was able to accomplish great things. He became the first and the only African American to be the chairman of the Greater New York Dental Meeting, which is comprised of all top dentists throughout the New York, New Jersey area. My grandparents had the same type of relationship that my parents had. They worked together. My grandfather was a minister. He had pastored a church, and that was another piece of the spiritual background that I grew up with. And I'm grateful that my husband and I are able to live that same type of relationship where we're partners. We are on the same team. When he wins, I win.
With Jamelle, if I say I want to do something, she's actually looking for ways to help me get it done.
Yeah, she bring the family, she care about the family being together. She's tender and soft and caring, but she's very also disciplined and very serious.
So she's definitely got one of those attitudes that, hey, if it's in her mind to do it, she's going to do it.
It's important to BIDA that we recognize the businesses that are here. we show our appreciation for them, but also this is hopefully will draw other businesses to come in. So one of the focuses of BIDA will continue to be, as far as economic development, getting some really great businesses in the city of College Park and keeping those businesses and keeping them on the radar so people will know about what we're doing.
What's going on? It's your boy Shahid, aka Henny Hardaway. Had Jamelle on my podcast on my radio show, 1067 The Beat out in Columbus. Now I'm at her crib. Can you believe this? I'm at her house. You know what I'm saying? Real dope energy, real dope vibes. I don't know too much about Georgia, but I know this. She's real cool peoples, and if anybody can do anything for this College Park area, it's Jamelle. So I'm gonna go up in here, enjoy this soiree. Make sure y'all vote for her in November.
What we're endeavoring to do now is not just to try to win an election, which we will. We're going to win. Praise the Lord. But we're creating community.
When you look for someone to lead during a time of change, it becomes important to realize that you don't need a new face. You need a face that people recognize and a person that has been serving. Being part of Club E is a pretty important thing. I've watched members come and I've watched members go here over my 11 years of the process. As I mentioned, we've been here 9 years. Jamelle came to the community about 6 or 7 years ago and got involved and engaged.
And so when I got here, there was no chaplaincy program for the police department. There was a need. I was a chaplain. I wrote the standard operating procedures. I put the budget together for the chaplaincy program. And then we later on were able to actually get stipends. So that was one of the things, and that got me interested in the community, because I was not only there for the police officers, I was there for the community. Shortly after that, my council person saw what type of individual I was and asked me to serve on the Business Industrial Development Authority because there was a need. And I learned so much. He told me, Jamelle, this is going to teach you just about everything you need to know about the City of College Park government. And these past 5 years, as I've served on that board as an officer for 4 of the 5 years, I was the secretary treasurer for 2 years, chairperson for 2 years, I learned about this city. And we created the Ignite Resource Center under my nonprofit. And that allowed me the opportunity to give back even more to the community. I'm Jamelle McKenzie, and I am the CEO of Ignite Resource Center. Today we are having our 3rd annual toy giveaway. This is a big production because there's so many, the need is so great in our community.
There is not a person who has more community inreach and outreach capabilities in our marketplace today in the north segment of College Park than anyone else.
Ignite began in around 2019. Jamelle McKenzie, she has a heart for our community.
And you've got to make the enthusiasm when you first meet someone like Jamelle, you go, wow, this person's wound up too tight. But in reality, she's wound up just right to do the job that she needs to be doing. She brings enthusiasm, excitement, and brings a presence into a room, which is just engaging. And that's really what we need here in our city.
This is my cousin, right?
That's your cousin?
My name is Irma Levinson. I'm a resident of College Park. Last year, I became an American citizen. I immediately wanted to register to vote. I applied, and immediately I got a response saying that you're not an American citizen, you can't register to vote. So I went to this tea party and I met Jamelle, and she was amazing. And so I thought about her. I said, you know what, let me try her. And she immediately responded. She goes, Irma, this is important. I will help you do this. A few days later, she called me. They asked me to send in my information. I sent it to the office, and things happened. Things happened. I was able to register to vote, and I was able to vote for the first time in my life. So I want to say thank you to this amazing lady, Jamelle McKenzie. I think she's wonderful. I think she's a woman of her word. Whatever she says, she works at it, and she will work on your behalf.
She doesn't brag about who she is.
I guess I'm just really proud that she's running for councilwoman for Ward 1 of College Park. She is a servant leader first, and I think the people of Ward 1 would really be honored to see the work that she will do for this ward and for the city, as a matter of fact.
My council person, he's retiring, and there's a need. There is a need for this man, I've seen him walk in integrity. I've seen him truly concerned about this community. He has a heart for the community. And looking at that type of leadership, and he is prepared. And I knew that I had all of those same qualities. I'm prepared, I have a heart for the community, I walk in transparency and integrity, and I knew that I could pick this up. So that's what got me to run. I saw the need, and I realized that I had been prepared, and that I was the one that was here to fulfill that need for our community.